How is it going, everyone? Welcome to QoQoQo. I actually have no clue how this game is called, because on the screen you can see that it says let's go, and in some other places it also is called QoQoQo 100, so I have no clue how this game is really called, but it's probably made by a stoner, so I'm not surprised. But anyways, it's apparently a very classic needle game, so you know, it's more here that I'm just catching up with, you know, with classics, because yeah, it is it is meant to be a classic. Well, so much of a classic that I think it's one of the first games to actually be a 100-floor game, which, well, it's basically just going through 100 floors of needle. You can see that it starts out very easy, but it supposedly gets harder. Well, supposedly, I mean, it obviously gets harder. And I did play a game like this one. Well, I mean, I did play 100-floor games, but I mean that one made by this same guy, I think it was called the same as this, but with origin at the end. And it was way easier, according at least to Delicious Fruit. So obviously these first floors are being extremely easy, but it's not gonna be very easy in a bit, I'm assuming. Now, I really don't know why this game is so classic, aside from the fact that it's all like... Maybe it really is like one of the first 100-floor games. Maybe even the first 100-floor game, I don't know, could be. But yeah, I have no clue what makes it a classic. Oh, that also reminds me that I kind of forgot that... for these games, you kind of wanted to use a debugger to make to essentially make the game into Game Maker Studio, because that way you have less like input lag and whatnot. Well, whatever, it's fine like this. We get a portal. But one thing that I'm noticing is that there is not a single checkpoint inside of a screen, which means that if the screen gets harder, that will be a problem. What the hell is that noise? It's like a cricket. Not the actual first, that goes to the I Wanna Conquer the Blow game. Oh, I see. How is it going, Wasabi? I played I Wanna Conquer the Blow game. By the way, are there more than one game? I thought there was only one Blow game. Well, game. So this might be a little bit loud. No, I think it's fine. Well, let me know if it's loud. I mean, I have the volume at the minimum, I'm pretty sure, on my side, and it's kinda loud. So if it's too loud now, let me know, I can make it more quiet. There is 3 of them, all referencing the Camellia games, really? So why did I only play the first one? Are the other ones extremely hard? Could be. We most likely know it from Camellia 1, which only has the first one. Yeah. Well, maybe I didn't think much of it, so I didn't bother playing the other ones. Probably. I don't know if they are hard. I do know that this game has, like, apparently 2 sequels, like QoQoQo 2 and 3, that are way harder than this one. So yeah, that will be a problem. That will be an issue. Well, I don't know. But yeah, I don't plan on playing them. None of them are very hard. I'm assuming you're talking about Blow game, right? I guess in that case maybe I could still check it. Well, maybe if there is enough time if I manage to beat this with time remaining, what I could actually do is, you know, try it. Assuming it's short enough. So the pathing in this game is very well done, I gotta say. Well, I do remember playing QoQoQo Origin and the pathing was very good on that one, and it was significantly easier. Well, that's the first time I die, actually. I'm surprised that I died to that though. That was my very first death. On floor 17. A very dumb death. Would have liked my first death to be in a harder spot. That wasn't hard at all. That's another reason why people like this game so much. Oh, because it... Well, the pathing or that the sequels are balboostingly hard? Which one? I'm assuming because of the pathing, right? Oh, nice dead. Yeah, that one was the typical, you know, the edge of the platform made my double jump. Yeah, the pathing, okay. Yeah, it's very well done. Like, I don't know if this guy took classes in level design, but they definitely seem like they are made by a pro. Like the pathing. Because I don't think it's easy to do pathing like this at all. You need quite a lot of inventive. Is this gonna be the same song here? But it's a different area. Or I think it is. Kinda. Ah, fuck. If anything, the difficulty works against it since the third one needed an easy version. Well, I saw that it has an easy version, but the easy version is like 70 points of difficulty. I think that in some of those alternate versions, I think that the name is a little bit misleading. It's more like a rebalanced version, if anything. I guess you could call it like an easier version. The easy version with 70 points of difficulty. I don't know. The third one also had a really cool section where you move around a 3D cube. Nice. Normally I will nag you for spoiling me, but I'm not playing that game most likely, so I don't think it matters. Not to mention that if I eventually play it, it will be in a very long time from now. Here, I guess I can fall all the way down. Up? Yeah. Yeah, but you need to do it better. And once you're up there, you can jump another block higher and then fall. You could also do the diagonal. Well, I guess that's also another reason why people like it. It's because you have a lot of alternate paths for people that want to do the challenging jumps. But it has the speed running potential, right? Huh, a gate jump? Come on. Think I'm gonna get killed by that? Okay, so here it changes for some reason. Wait, it has bosses. I didn't know this. These are some Koopas. Okay. That was weird. Huh? Huh. Well, I don't think that was a boss. Or maybe it was a self-defeating boss. Funny animation, I gotta say. Good shit. Oh, you know what this reminds me... I actually check about the Shantae games. It reminded me because of this music sounded similar to how Shantae music usually sounds. And I actually checked that the very second game has an alternate mode that is called Magic Mode, that is supposed to be similar to Castlevania Circle of the Moon Magician mode. That's one game I could play. Problem is that afterwards you have additional modes that are DLC, and I don't have them, and I don't feel like buying them either. So yeah. Or I could simply play Circle of the Moon again and play with the other alternate modes that got unlocked. I think one of them is... Well, the next one to play, I think it's called Gradius Mode. And then there is one after that one, and then that's it. I'm actually surprised by the amount of content that Circle of the Moon has. Probably because it was the first handheld Metroidvania. Maybe. Okay. I'm a little bit scared about this game, honestly, because right now you can see that everything is going pretty smooth, right? They are like, yeah, this is gonna be a piece of cake. No, it won't be a piece of cake, because the moment that this gets any harder is the moment that you have to go through a whole screen without checkpoints. And if you've seen how hard needle games can get, doing a whole needle screen without checkpoints sounds very scary. Now, obviously, I don't expect this to be Crimson Needle level of hard, because, you know, if that was the case, Delicious Fruit would have said that. But yeah, it can still be pretty hard. Also, unfortunately, this is one of those games that also struggles with audio balance. Wait, what do I have to do here? Oh, that works, okay. I was gonna say, it struggles with audio balance because this particular song is way more quiet than both of the previous ones. It is what it is. All fan games usually were very bad when it comes to audio balance. But it makes sense. I mean, audio balance is something that it's not obvious to figure out, and I think that back then, I don't remember when Audacity, the program Audacity, when it got created, but before programs like that, I don't think it was that simple to increase or decrease the gain in a sound file. Now with Audacity, it's absolutely trivial, and you have zero excuse to not have the audio being balanced. But yeah, back then I don't know if you had Audacity or not. Hard to tell. But for what I do understand is that Audacity is a very old program that has been there for a while, you know? Wait, no, here. Who will do that plane shop there? Why will you do that to yourself? It is not even faster. Alright, what's this one? Here? Yeah. Okay. So now you can fall from here to actually use the double jump. I am very surprised that I'm not using full screen at all. Like, I didn't use full screen yesterday for that Ice Tower game, and I'm not using full screen now for this one. Like, I understand that these are not hard games, but it's still interesting that my sight is not getting demolished. Okay, that's a hard jump that I managed to do. That's not easy, doing a gate jump through a double jump. Well, in that particular case, the thing about gate jumps is that they are easier when you can actually be lower than the bottom spike. So technically, that double jump, if anything, makes it easier than if it was from the ground, but still requires a big deal of control, you know? Oh, the first require diagonal. Nice. Don't know if it's a nerf diagonal. Doesn't look nerf to me. It's an actual diagonal. I also like how the first gate jump was considered as a super hard thing, you know? If you beat this gate jump, you beat the screen. I guess inadvertently, my fangame, both the one that I already made and the one I'm making, is essentially partly inspired by these games, right? Like the 100 floor games. But according to what Wasabi is telling me, it was Blow Game, the one that started it. So I guess my fun game is a Blow Game like fun game. That's something that I seen a lot of people in Delicious Fruit do. They have the most stupid tags possible. Like, you have shit like, I don't know, Rukito like, Domu like, I don't know, all sorts of dumbass terms that I'm pretty sure that nobody but a small amount of people understand what the fuck it means. Yeah, I guess here they don't really call it like, they call it 100 floors. Like, that's the type of game, 100 floors. Domu game especially is really funny. Yeah, I don't know what it even means. I mean, I play Domu, and none of the games that have the tag Domu game are even close to what Domu is, so I don't really understand why it's called like that. Maybe it's because of the engine. I'm pretty sure that Domu uses default physics, right? So it's not like the physics should be much different, right? I don't know. Sometimes people in the community do weird stuff. Oh, it was spawned as a joke. Okay, sure, but what's the joke? Like, do they just randomly put it in every game, or...? Because I'm assuming that for it to be a joke, it has to have a base for the joke. Like, a game that does a specific kind of thing has that tag as a joke, but what is that kind of thing? Oh, I think that they call this one a T-bone jump, right? Well, doing it from down there is not hard. It's a problem if you have to do it from the front, but from below, it's fine. I don't even fully understand it myself. It honestly sounds like a very inside joke. I'm personally not a fan of inside jokes because of that. I mean, doing it within a small community, I think it's fine, but doing it with a big ass community in a page that a lot of people visit, it's like, I don't know. Wait, I just realized that these are tetriminos, the ones in the background. I wasn't paying enough attention, but yeah, like all those shapes are tetriminos. Damn. I wanna say something, but I probably shouldn't. But, well, I'm gonna say it anyways. I guess that my fangame is more of a QoQoQo-like than I thought. Like, actually, I was not expecting something like this. I thought I was making something original, you know? I guess it wasn't that original. Wait, what? Did I skip the whole map? I would like to see that again. Did I accidentally do a skip? It didn't look like I went on a hard path, right? It was pretty weird. Huh. Anyways, it's fine. And here... Wait, what do I do from here? I don't think I can make it. Oh, I get it, okay. That's what I mean, the pathing is pretty cool. But I really thought that doing needle based on tetriminos was an original idea. You know, since I haven't played an insane amount of fan games, something tells me a lot of the ideas that I have for my fan game probably were made 100 times and I just don't know. 2 gate jumps, no problem. So for some reason this floor 25 and 50 is like, it's supposed to have a boss, but it doesn't have shit. Oh, this has a boss. That doesn't really make the attack any harder. It's not like I was gonna go on the other side anyways. I think that you're doing it faster though. Got his ass. Wait, and you want me to... Oh, finish him off, nice. Alright, that was easy. Oh, infinite jumping. Well, not actually underwater. Straight up. Huh? Well, that's part of the song. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I don't think I ever... Well, I probably did play a couple of fan games that had full underwater physics, but... Yeah. Like, I don't think I played them where they have like entire areas that were like this. Like this one here. Not sure though. I think I usually the fan games that I played that had water were mostly about like having water in a very specific spot. Okay. Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of this too. A lot of places where you essentially have to float in between spikes. Now, there's something that I should mention. I mean, for people that might not be aware, it's very possible that this is the typical fan game that once you get close to the final screens will take me more to beat than the rest of the game combined. I'm just saying that because now you're seeing, like, you know, it's a 100 floor game and I'm past the halfway point. That means that there's probably only, like, you know, like 25 minutes remaining, right? Which is what it took up until now. No, it's most likely not gonna be like that. And we're probably gonna be here for a lot longer than that, because the difficulty will most likely be that high later on. I mean, if I hadn't, you know, seen the ratings on Delicious Fruit, I will be like, oh, okay, it's gonna be fast. But seeing that this has 58 points of difficulty is... like, 58 means essentially that it's not... like, it's essentially something that will take a lot of time for a novice to beat. And I'm not a novice, I guess, but... but it won't be as easy as yesterday's game. Well, yesterday's game also was a very good example, like the very final thing that the game had took me more than the rest of the game combined, you know? Should I do those diagonals? That shouldn't be that hard to do, I think. But at the same time, do I want to try hard those diagonals? Well, assuming I can get there again. Maybe not. I think maybe I should take the intended path. Got it? The good thing is that here, hitting the outside of the screen doesn't kill you. It's simply an added wall then. And I failed the gate. Wait, hold up. Okay, no, that's not worth doing. We have to go through 2 diagonals. And I think a nerf gate. Seems a little bit too much. The problem of having underwater sections like this is that once you are out of underwater, it's pretty hard to get used to it again, right? To not being underwater. It should be fine. Okay. Okay, that fall doesn't look that easy to do, actually. Okay. Well, I could do those 2 diagonals to immediately get to the other side. Well, it might actually be an easier idea than going the intended way, I'm not sure. Nah, probably not. I wanna try it though. Nah. I mean, what's hard is after the second diagonal, you kinda have to jump again. So no, not a good idea. Was that the same one that I got killed last time? Not sure. Oof. Close. Nice. Huh. Well, there is a nice area, but there are no ice physics, thankfully, though we have bouncing balls. Not sure what that has to do with ice. Unless they are meant to be snowballs. They actually look as if they were beach balls. Which seems a little bit non-fitting for ice, right? Huh. I mean, sure. Limit. I was gonna say, is there any other way of doing that? No, there isn't. I'm not supposed to go up there. This? I'm not sure, but this song sounds like a Toho remix. Of what song, I have no clue. It sounds like it's a remix of a Toho song. It could be like an ending a song. Or maybe no. Well, this game doesn't even have a readme, so I guess that we won't know. Unless the credits say, but usually these games don't even have credits. They should say something like "thank you for playing" and that's it. Another weird thing about this game is that it says that the version is 0.8, but it's not like this game is unfinished. Well, maybe he wanted, for example, to make that floor 25 with the Koopas to be an actual boss. Could be. I mean, there are multiple cases of games that are unfinished, where the creator releases them, but never actually bothers to finish them. Okay, that's the third time that Spike kills me, so I probably should double jump before that. Seems like a good idea. Really? This sequence of jumps here is a lot harder than it looks. And once I land on that thing in the middle, promise I have to do a diagonal. So once I do that diagonal, the rest doesn't seem like it will be an issue. Wow. You know, this is probably the first floor that I'm actually gonna get stuck at. And it's floor 61. So there's still quite a bit to go. Fuck. Oh man, come on. I was never good at doing those. Fuck. Those close ceiling jumps. Like, they were always a weakness of mine. Okay, let's land here. That seems like a smarter idea. And then up here, and then here, and then onto the exit. There you go. So I like how nonsensical the geography of the stages are. Like, basically here you go left, which is where you came from in the first place, but the place is completely different, you know. I mean, 100 floor games usually don't care about that. But in fact, I'm pretty sure that most 100 floor games just use a portal to go to the other area. They don't even have you walking on the edge or anything like that. Wait, and here? Where do you want me to go? Oh, I think I get it. Want me to land here? Yeah. Without hitting that spike, obviously. Yeah, that's what you want me to. Not that easy to do, but that's fine. It's doable. Yeah. And then double. Oof, okay. That double jump is not easy. Though, is that what I'm intended to do? Wait, hold up. Because the exit is down here. But if I were to jump here and go up here, what would I get? I could... I think that you're intended to jump into this with a double jump available. From here? But is this doable? Can you fall from this into this? Doesn't look doable to me. Otherwise, once you are here, you have to land here, but then what else? It's like you have to go down. I don't know if it's possible. Like, I'm not really sure what distance there is between these two, but I guess that will be the solution. Right. I guess this might be so far the floor with the most complex path. Well, complex, more than the last jump is the one that's hard to figure out. Yeah, I guess you can call it complex pathing. Okay, so let's try. Still feels like the final jump will be very hard no matter what. Then I died before I could even try that. That's so annoying. Because if I try that and it turns out that I cannot do it, need to look for something else. At the same time, if that doesn't work, I can say, yeah, I need to look for something else, but I don't think there's anything else. Like, it has to be that. No, you cannot go down. But you can, oh, you can jump from here. Okay. Interesting, and then, yeah, you do that. It was a pretty wild floor. It's what we were saying at the beginning. It's very interesting pathing. I feel like if this is a game that someone that never played fan games before and for whatever reason this was their first fan game, that will be actually hard to figure out, because you don't really know exactly how good your champs can be. You are not aware of what's doable and what's not. Well, I'm also sometimes, or rather a lot of times, not aware of what champ is possible and what isn't, but you have a little bit more experience with someone that plays it for the first time. There is no way they will know. So that floor there was a lot easier, both to figure out and to execute. Cogs. The question is if there's gonna be a boss at floor 75. Because the one in 25 was not a boss, but I think that the idea that this game originally had was having a boss every 25 floors, which might have been how Blow Game originally was. Just that it's been a very long time since I played Blow Game. Okay, I'm not finding the synchronization. There you go. Ah, fuck. No, I'm actually not finding the synchronization. There you go. That works. Whew, that was close. At the end. Would have been a very sad death considering that everything else was a lot harder. That's a hard champ. The one with the two horizontal spikes. Ah, really? Okay. Alright, could have been worse. So technically with this floor we reached the... we beat the 2/3 of the game, but that's only if you take into account the number of floors. If you just take into account the difficulty and how long it's gonna take you, then no, we are still not 2/3 into the game. In fact, I will argue that we are probably not even halfway through the game, time-wise. Could be wrong though, but we will see. Oof. Interesting champs. Damn it. It's a shame because the champs afterwards were completely free. Okay, so why are these champs so hard? Oh, you're supposed to zigzag and then double champ at the end. I don't even know if that's possible, is it? Feels like it could be possible, but at the same time, I don't know. Hey, do you know Wasabi if this is possible? Maybe it's frame perfect or something. Like, it doesn't look that hard to do, but at the same time, the fact that I haven't done it yet means that it probably is. Because at some point you're... Oh, I got it. Nice. Alright, so no, it's not frame perfect, and yes, it is possible. Nice. That was pretty cool. Cool skip. It didn't look that hard from the outside. It's just that one of those champs that once you try to do them, you kinda realize that they are actually hard. Ah, come on. Wonder if this donor made something special for floor 69. Because you know that apparently, at first I thought that the maker of this game was Japanese, but apparently, well, at least according to the country of uploading Mediafire, this guy is American. Unless it was a re-uploader. So maybe he will make a show with 69. Maybe not. I don't know. Hey, Tim. I'm really getting older to play with keyboard. Like, playing stuff like this for extended periods of time, or even not so extended periods of time, ends making my hands hurt. But I guess that also makes me realize just how ergonomical gamepads are. Gamepads really like the ultimate input device. You jump? Yeah, you do. There you go. But no, I don't think he made any show with 69 here. Or if he did, it's very, you know, very cryptic. I was about to say that I usually, like, I wouldn't mind playing this with a gamepad, but I feel like when it comes to needle in I Wanna Be the Guy fan games, I think that playing with gamepad is not really that good of an idea. It's only when you're, you know, when you need to also shoot that playing with a gamepad seems to be the right idea. Because here you're only using a single button, which is the jump button. It feels like you have a lot more control over the movement, since you use a separate finger for, you know, for each of the movements, right? Wait, what do I do here? Am I supposed to be here? Oh, I think that you can actually make it to the other side here. Didn't look like it, but yeah, you do. I guess that's also, by the way, another thing that probably will be hard to... Ooh, nice. Will be hard to figure out if I was playing full screen. A lot of these screens, the pathing wouldn't be obvious. But being window and basically being able to see like the whole screen without moving my eyes seems like also makes the pathing a lot more understandable, right? Oh, there are two diagonals in a row then. That's fucked up. Also close to the end of the floor. So lying there is quite punishing. It was meant to happen eventually, dying on the second diagonal. I mean, at least after that, all of the champs are completely trivial. It could also, you know, mean that I can die to them, but hopefully not. And not to mention the champ before the diagonals is also hard. Keep in mind that we are still in floor 71. I guess the real issue is, you know, at first I have the doubt if this game will be long enough to cover the entirety of today's stream, but I think instead the question should be, can I actually beat this today? That's the real question. I mean, for now, it looks like it, but I don't know. I did play some needle games where the final screens were so fucked up. Well, actually, I have the perfect example. The game Shampoo Refrentor, like I wanna go the Shampoo Refrentor. I'm pretty sure that I still haven't beaten that game because the final screens are so hard that I simply couldn't. I mean, I haven't really tried that much, but I also didn't really feel like trying that much. And the rest of the game is relatively easy to beat, but unfortunately the final screens are very in line for how a lot of fun games are, you know. Damn it. That's not an easy champ. So I'm assuming the impossible difficulty here is basically beating the whole thing without dying, right? I don't know who would want to do that. It is true though that I guess there are some fun game players that are so consistent at needle that like a game like this normally will be very easy to beat. Ooh, that's also a very hard champ. Like a game like this is normally easy to beat, so to give themselves a challenge, I guess beating it without dying is a way of doing it. And also, speaking of 100 floors and hard needle games and all of that shit, reminds me that I also have another game that I haven't beaten called I Wanna Best the 100 Floors. And I don't even remember what floor I'm at, but I stopped playing that last year and I never came back to it. And I don't know if I wanna come back to it. Because that game is extremely hard, and it's not just hard at the end, like it's hard from the very beginning. Like it's a game that destroys you without mercy. Well, not in the literal first screens, but like the difficulty starts going up extremely early. It's also not very well balanced at all, because some screens at the 40 something screens are harder than some of the the 60 something screens. It's a game that has big balancing issues. Okay, I don't know how to do that jump. Like, I know that I'm most likely intended to like double jump here and land on this platform, but that's easier said than done. Because most of the times I double jump here, hit this wall, and then simply when you hold right you cannot land here because of this diagonal movement that you have here. Once you land here though, this jump should be trivial, though extremely easy to choke. And the last jump doesn't seem that trivial. We will see. That, like, essentially once you get into the top middle of this floor is where stuff gets hard. Damn it. You don't really get past that at all. Yeah, that's the issue. The double jump, I do it too early, but I feel like if I don't do it too early, I'm gonna end up dying anyways. Okay, that works. Whew, that was extremely close. Okay, I'll take it. So, for what I understand, and for, I mean, how the floors have been, like 74 here is most likely gonna be a filler floor. This might be the last floor of, like, the last actual floor of this group. So that's an F jump. That's an actual F jump. Yeah, it is. And again, 2 diagonals in a row. Oh, first try though. Yeah, I guess 74 is a filler floor. Though with diagonals, 4 of them. No, well, technically 5. Well, I got it. Second try, I think. And then I'm assuming another boss or another unfinished boss. No, another boss. Oh, I thought that the falling snow was actually gonna be like actual hitbots, but no, it's just decoration. Well, unless you have a different pattern, this is gonna be free. Yeah, that was indeed free. And this is theoretically the last quarter of the game, which means that here it's probably when shit's gonna get real hard. So if we are in a forest, why are the trees moving? It's a little bit weird. It's not like we are moving. Unless we are in the, like, on the back of a giant creature. Wait, that jump is not possible at all, no. Problem is that I'm already seeing some... Okay, hold up. Aside from having 2 diagonals here, this jump is super hard. Like, from here to here, and then you land here. Are you intended to do this diagonal from this far and then another one? Okay, this screen is crazy. This screen is actually crazy. This is not gonna be easy to do at all. Okay. I guess this is a good sneak peek to what we're gonna be seeing on this area. I wonder if I should increase the size of the window or not. Will that really help? I feel like it wouldn't. I could try. I mean, I will. What was the combination? Wait, wasn't it this? Oh, it's okay. Yeah, the thing is that they have a keyboard combination to make this bigger, but I'm also using an auto hotkey script to be able to to be able to map the keys to what I usually use. See, this game doesn't have any sort of way to do that. Oh, that diagonal is gonna be a problem, and the other diagonal is just gonna be a choke fest. I also wonder if I should use the debugger to not have any input lag, but I don't know. Oof. Ah, damn, it's so close. Yeah, the issue is that this champ is the only hard one after you get past this one. Because this one is free, this one is obviously also free, yeah, this one is not. Then here this one should also be easy, and this one also. Yeah, there are a lot of very, very hard champs in here. This is not a joke. And it's only the first floor of this area. Oof. Okay. Nice. Okay. We got past the first floor. Only 23 more to go. No problem. Okay. Wait, and then here? Yeah. So you want me to go this way? Oh, that's nice. I actually got it. Damn, first try, pretty much. Wait, what does this say? If... What? If Apple fast... What? What is this guy trying to say? Is this an acronym or what? I don't know what that means. Like, why is there a dot here? Does it say FAP? No, I mean, this has to say Apple, I'm assuming, but not sure what this is. Probably something that the creator understands. I don't. So where do I jump from here to the F? I guess. Then you go down here into this, then zooming down here, then here, up, into this. Okay, gotcha. It seems like here the hardest jumps are at the beginning at least, so that's nice. Unless he actually wants me to type that. Will be. Wait, hold up. I was about to say, you know that button combination that I used to try to make this go full screen? I do have some hotkeys on OBS. It would have been nice if I didn't hit any of those. Would have been a problem. I mean, I have a hotkey that makes my camera disappear and mutes my microphone. That seems like if hitting that will be a problem, you know? I mean, I use that in case there is... Well, I haven't used it in years, but I use it in case there is an emergency. So I hope there isn't. The funny thing is that when you stream in a streaming platform, of course, you could get banned for something that is completely out of your control. Let's say that, I don't know, well, I don't know what situation could be accidental. Like, I don't know, if the monitor blows up and the shards kill you. Well, let's not say kill, but let's say that they actually hurt you and you start bleeding. That could actually get you in trouble. Like, get your channel in trouble. Obviously, that's a ridiculous example, but what I'm saying is that anything that will involve getting hurt or being ill or something like that will be against terms of service. Okay, that double gate jump is an issue. But on the right side, if whatever accident you have kills you, it's not like you will have to worry about your channel getting banned. At that point, I don't think you have any more worries. You know, you are free of worries. Not bad. I mean, shame about the whole dying thing, though. Too late on the second jump. Fuck. It's fine. It was bound to happen that the double gate jump will kill me, so once you make it here, assuming you do make it there and you don't fumble it like I did, you should fall, jump. Ooh, this one is hard. I mean, you do a very small jump into another small jump. It shouldn't be that hard, but it's chokeable for sure. Okay. Got it? We're in floor 80. Only 20 more to go. I do wonder how the final boss is gonna be. Because, I mean, I'm assuming there's gonna be a boss at the end, considering that there have been two already. Or is that the previous two bosses were a little bit underwhelming, to say the least. And it's pretty clear that this is a needle game first and foremost, you know. Oof, I can't believe I made that. Died to the diagonal, unfortunately. So what do you have afterwards? This shouldn't be that big of a deal, neither should this. You land here on another diagonal. Or a corner, whichever one you prefer. Unfortunately, this champ here looks so cancerous. Yeah, that ending seems like a problem. Okay, I guess I first need to get there. That diagonal will be a problem. Yeah, I'm noticing that this game relies a lot on diagonals. It seems like it's where most of the difficult stuff really comes from. Well, in fact, in this floor alone, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonals. Which is not a lot, I guess, could be worse, but doing 5 diagonals in a row is not as easy as it seems. I mean, not to mention 5 diagonals in a row with a lot of different shit. At least 3 of them are right at the beginning. But then, the last one is pretty far. At least the song is cool, you gotta give it that. It's a pretty nice song. Much as I don't want a double jump here, doing this jump on a single jump is not that easy. Okay, I shouldn't have double jump earlier, but this jump didn't look possible. It obviously has to because you need to double jump here. But doing this on a single jump, I have to do it from the very edge, and it's gonna be very hard for the edge of the platform to not eat your double jump. It's a shame because I got quite far, though it wouldn't have been over even after landing here. I'm most likely gonna fail this jump on the first try. And the jump afterwards, I'm probably gonna fail it too. So that one is supposed to be more straightforward. Still hard. Really, you died to that? So at that point, after doing so many hard jumps in a row, kinda becomes hard to do the easy ones, I guess. It's not that simple. So another interesting thing that I didn't mention is that, you know how I say that yesterday it was hot? Well, today is even more hot somehow than yesterday. So I think that that might be something that could be affecting my performance too. Well, I guess that's mostly an excuse, but it's true that when it's very hot, it's hard to be at your 100%, you know. And now I'm dying to that one. Like, that jump is not hard to do, but it feels like after going through so many diagonals that you get conditioned to only do diagonals. So when you go against something else that is not a diagonal, it feels that you're bone. You don't know how to do it. I can't believe that happened, wow. Obviously that's a hard F jump to do, but the fact that I was able to fall through the diagonal is crazy. You're intended to recover on the left, not on the right. Damn, man. The worst part is that I did that jump on the first try, but... Okay. Yeah, that was bound to happen. That jump is very hard to do. I mean, you're supposed to kind of like do a short jump here, but the double jump, how do you do it? You cannot do it too high or too low. It's like a very messed up middle ground there. At least you have a way to recover from that. It's very hard to jump from the edge there without your double jump being eaten. But you do need to jump from the very edge to make it to the other side on a single jump. There is no other way to do it. Pretty sure that right now we can say that this is the screen that took me the most amount of time to beat, without a doubt. Nice. I had to say that to actually beat it. Nice. Pretty cool. And it wasn't even a complaint, you know? So here we have even more diagonals. 6 of them, 5 at the beginning and a 6th one at the very end, just to make you choke. So it seems that this guy unfortunately got a little bit lazy with the pathing at the end of the game, because you're just putting diagonal after diagonal. I mean, I know that using diagonal doesn't mean that the pathing is bad. It also just so happens here that, well, at least on this screen, the pathing is not very interesting at all, you know? It might be possible that using diagonals completely destroys your creativity. Ironically, right now it's not the diagonal that is killing me. It's this one. A little bit of a hard jump. And of course I had to choke it on the final diagonal. It seems like that's gonna be more or less the theme of these floors, right? Let's just put a lot of diagonals. So I wonder if I played any needle game where the rule was that a single floor couldn't have any checkpoint, aside from obviously the initial one. I don't know if this is the first one that I play like that. It's even the fact that ones like best 100 floors have multiple checkpoints. Just that the champs are that messed up as well. Got it? Wait. Oh, you want me to do a corner jump? Him first try. Just like that. No problem then. That one, it wasn't an accident for that floor to be that short and easy. That corner jump that I did at the beginning on the first try, oh, infinite jump by the way. That corner jump is usually not easy to do at all. But yeah, if you only make one, it's, I guess, whatever. So infinite jump is gonna be an issue, differently from water that was like in the floor 40 something or whatever. Infinite jump doesn't have a slow fall. Like, you have the regular physics, it just so happens that you can infinitely jump in the air, you know? Yeah, I'm not very good at doing this, unfortunately. I was never a fan of infinite jumps in any fun game. not just in needle fan games, but also when it came to avoidances or company, because you think of Infinite Champ. Hold up. Oh, you want me to do that diagonal? Fuck. Okay, got it. I was about to say, I'm not a fan of Infinite Champs usually because you think to yourself, well, it's Infinite Champ, that means that it's gonna be very easy, right? Because you can champ as many times as you like without limitations, but it's not the same thing as, for example, free movement. Like if you, like for example in shoot 'em ups, you move left, you go left, you move up, you go up, right? Here you have to deal with the trajectory of the champ every time you champ. So if you want to like stay in a specific place, you have to repeatedly champ, but in a very precise way to not overly move to one side or another, right? If you don't like infinite champs, how about you beat this with just 2? I know, right? Just beat this with just 2. I mean, I could. Assuming you also give me God mode. Well, God mode, unless what's here at the bottom is a collision bot, I think that not even with God mode you can do this. Well, technically, actually, if those white circles are platforms, you can actually jump into this one on the left and then go into the middle. So yeah, I guess God mode will solve it, yeah. Ah, that sucks. I knew that was gonna be hard to go through, but man, the middle sucks way more. The fact that I was able to go through the middle without really dying into any of the middle parts was a miracle. I don't think I can replicate that so easily. Like, I'm most likely gonna die to other stuff that I didn't die there. That's unfortunate. Sometimes it happens. You die to the very end of a checkpoint that has a lot of hard things in the middle. Also, these cloud sprites are from Super Mario World, right? Kinda look like they are from there. Fuck, yeah, see, things like that. That one I didn't die on that other attempt, but here I do. That's not the first Mario World sprites in this game. Lord 20 also had it. Yeah, probably. Just that, you know... in floor 20 and any of the first floors, they were so easy that my mind didn't have enough time to just pay attention to that, because I just kept zooming in. But in floors like this, where you're constantly dying over and over again, sometimes your mind, to to escape the pain, it kind of starts like, you know, going off, right? Like it starts not paying that much attention to the game itself and rather to things surrounding it. Also, I feel like here, to avoid my hand hurting, I probably should put my keyboard closer. I don't know. Not sure if that's a good idea. Okay. Now this is some cancer. So you have two diagonals, two gates. Well, one corner if... Well, actually two if you want to do it here. What else do we have? Well, you have that. Well, and a plain champ here, I guess, if you're also that masochistic. Well, at least the diagonals and the gates are right at the beginning. Could be worse, I guess. The problem is that like the two diagonals into the two gates happens right at the very beginning. It just happens there. That's fucked up. I'm struggling already a lot to get through that. The problem is that what comes afterwards is not that easy. Like, obviously I'm not gonna go for the two corner champs, but if you go down here, you still have to deal with this. This doesn't look easy to deal with. I guess afterwards is... And this is chokeable. It's not hard in itself, but this one is hard. Yeah, I don't know. I think that this one will be a pain, yeah. I don't have any doubt. So I guess another thing that maybe doesn't make this very ergonomic is... You know, I'm pressing R to restart, but I don't think that R is a good key to restart when you think about it from an ergonomic standpoint. In my case, I use WASD, so it's not like I use, like, you know, the arrow keys and shift like a lot of people do. Well, like normal people do, I guess. But I feel like with this combination, it's also not very ergonomic to press R. Instead, I should probably put it in spacebar instead. Like spacebar, since it's essentially the one key that you are always hovering with your left arm, well, left hand, I mean. And the thumb is always, well, the thumb specifically is the one hovering it. So you can press that without really moving your hand, but to press R, you have to do a little movement with the index finger that, yeah, I guess it's whatever. This floor will be painful, but I can expect even more painful floors showing up later on. I also feel like this very calm music doesn't really reflect how fucked up this place is. Because it is pretty fucked up. I got past that thing on the first try, but now I'm just struggling. Also, can you remind me, Wasabi, where the debugger was? Like, in case I want to actually turn this into a Game Maker Studio executable. You remember where you supposedly get that? So I don't think I have it in this computer. Maybe I do have it, but I feel like I don't. I will have to re-download it. Doesn't turn it into Game Maker Studio, but it does fit input lag. Well, yeah, that's the important thing. It's called Debugger Helper. Okay. Debugger Helper. Well, that's not a very specific name, but I guess that it should show up on Google, at least if I put I wanna be the guy, I guess. But maybe without putting I wanna be the guy. It's okay. Well, that's something that I don't know. Like, I'm considering using it simply because screens like this are already telling me that what comes afterwards is gonna be ultra fucked up. And at that point, having input lag seems like something that won't let me beat this. Because the input lag is something that you don't really notice until you fix it. When you actually remove the input lag, you're like, damn, I've been playing like shit all this time because I was full of lag. Yeah, it usually tends to be the case. Well, I guess it will also be a very good test, since it will be the first time that I use it while I'm playing a game, you know? Like, I usually either don't use it or use it before starting playing a game. And the thing is that here it will be the ultimate test to see how much it helps. On delicious fruit, okay. Also, speaking of Game Maker Studio, unless I'm blind, the Steam version of Game Maker Studio 2, well, that is just called Game Maker Studio, like, it didn't seem like it get any update for a whole year. And it's not like it needs to get updates for no reason, but yeah, apparently it didn't. But I don't know if maybe it's a problem with my installation or if it's actually the case. Oof. Ah, fuck me in the fucking ass. So, I don't know how to do this one. How will you do it? Like, yeah, you probably want to land here, but that's very hard to do. But if you jump before landing, that's arguably worse as well. This is such a nasty ass jump. Isn't this 16 pixels? Like, it's a very precise jump. Yeah, I use the Steam version. And the Steam version hasn't updated in a year. So it's weird. as I say, it's not like updates are something mandatory, right? Like if there is no reason to publish anything, there is no reason to update. But yeah, the Steam version hasn't updated for me in a year. Melt that snow. Well, with how fucking hot is in here, it could. Though this is not snow, this is actually clouds. We're in the sky. Just, you know, flying. But yeah, how is it going, sunshine? You can tell we're in the clouds by the other random clouds moving as decoration. Just use the desktop version, it gets up there and you don't have to go through Steam to get it. What desktop version? Well, I guess it's something that you enter the web page and you download, right? Well, that's a little bit weird. Why would the Steam version not get updates while the other one does? I don't know what updates it could get. It's a little bit too late to do it now, though, since I'm in the middle of the project. I thought it was no, yeah, no. You can install Game Maker directly to your computer. But I don't think that should make any difference, because it's not like the updates go through Steam, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that the updates go through a separate channel that, you know, points to their repository or whatever. So I don't think it depends on Steam to get updates. Or maybe it's because it's an old project that I'm working on, so it refused to update to not break the project. Will be an interesting feature, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, this screen is honestly becoming a problem. Actually making me consider using the debugger to reduce the input lag. It's honestly, this screen looks so hard to me that I can barely picture myself beating it. So any advantage will be welcome. Yeah, this one is looking very hard. I mean, starting with 2 diagonals and 2 gates is very annoying. And you're trying to get through those so much that by the time that you do anything else, you kind of forget how to do anything that's not a diagonal or a gate. Okay, hold up. So, debugger helper. Yeah, it's actually the first result that shows up in here. So, yeah. It says download game, but it's not a game, it's a tool. 18 megabytes? Well, it was a little bit more lightweight, so... Well, here I should actually close the game, because I cannot have it open. It did save, you have even some little icons. The idea is that you continue here, so... Here, I grab this helper. Pretty sure that you can open it from anywhere, right? Like, that should work. It has a little bit of a song. Alright, so this game is here. It's patching it and it patches. Yeah, it doesn't patch it to Game Maker Studio, it patches it to Game Maker 8. I think that's the idea. It also did a V patch, though I think it's the V patch, the one that reduces the input lag. Hard to tell. Also, hold up. There is a problem here because in order to have this thing show up on OBS, I think that I need to... No, it will show up. Because these things have a watermark before. Well, I don't know if it's a watermark, it's more of a loader that gets captured by OBS before capturing the actual game. Okay, so apparently here we have no input lag. I can already notice quite a difference, but it's pretty clear. Okay, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna beat this screen in, like, you know, just a couple minutes, but it seems pretty clear that I can do the diagonal and the gates a lot faster. I mean, I can also feel like the frame rate is a lot more clean, you know? It feels a lot more clean. Oh, that one spike on the bottom is still as hard as ever. The V patch, by the way, is the same. It's the same patch that you can use for Toho Seeds to make that game playable on on modern computers, and I'm pretty sure it also probably reduces input lag. I'm not sure how though. I don't know what the specifics are. Apparently it does reduce the input lag. Hold up, there's something I want to also put this on full screen. What is that? I have a key combination that fucking sucks for this. Let me instead do it with... No, that's already in use. What about this? That's also in use. This one, okay, with its. So... it shouldn't have changed for you, yeah, it didn't, but it did change for me. Like, I'm actually playing this on full screen now. I don't know if that's gonna be easier. It's gonna give me a more clear sight of what I'm doing. Yeah, I usually always play fun games on full screen, but yeah. It felt like when I did it yesterday for the game that I was playing, and also today for this one, felt like going full screen was like gave me like worse frames for some reason, but no, and that was just how it was normally. Alright, so I got back there again. You can tell, yeah. Well, I guess this is a very good example of how those things are not simply like snake oil, like it actually works. Yeah, I guess, you know that I decided to do it because it felt like without the V patch, it felt like there was no consistency on what I was doing. Not like I'm doing very consistently right now, but at least here, like, I actually know why I'm dying. With the other one, it just felt completely random. But when I say the other one, I mean without the V patch. This is still extremely hard though, so Imagine if I haven't installed this, I will be here for a very long time. But I'm still gonna be here for a very long time, you know? This screen is very evil. This screen hates you. Thankfully the feeling is completely mutual. This screen absolutely hates your guts. Just do the plane jump. This one? You know that it actually looks easier than doing this shit. Because this is an airfield plane, right? Like, this is not a real plane jump. So you might be right that it's the better idea. Like, looking at it closer now that I'm playing in full screen, it feels like it's nerfed, so I will give it a try. Hard to tell though if it's nerf. Is it nerf? I will first have to go to that place. I mean, I don't know if you say it, if you are joking, but once I get there again, I wanna try it. I actually wanna try it. Apparently I cannot get there again. It's a little bit of an issue. So it is hard. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to tell which one is gonna take me more, because for me these two champs are almost as cancerous, you know? They are obviously easier, all things considered, but like the plane champ feels so attractive. It really feels like it's something that is calling for you. Unfortunately, like, you have to be an asshole to put the champ here. Like, as if everything before wasn't enough. Just put that champ in there. Now my question is this a 16 pixel champ? Kinda looks like, I mean, I'm not sure. It feels like you have more space, but part of me thinks that that's a 16 pixel. Looks like it, yeah, I know. That's crazy. Putting, like, I know that you don't need to land. You could theoretically go here, then double jump here, but both of those jumps will have to be so small. It's possible. It's just hard, and I can't really tell what's harder. If it's harder to land on that 16 pixel gap, or just to do the very small jumps. It feels like doing the second double jump is harder, because you will have to be very low for the double jump to not hit this spike, and at that point it's like, you know, Wait, actually, hold up, let me check something. Oh, you cannot see it. There is an overlay that I can see of the program that I'm using to full screen this. And like you have the option to pin toolbar, profiler window, take screenshot, switch to window scaling, and stop scaling. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a very good program. Well, in case anyone wants to know, the program I'm using is called Magpie. A very good program. Like, you know how a lot of people say, you know, they mention programs like borderless gaming, or more recently a program that is on Steam called lossless scaling or some shit like that. Well, none of those have anything with this one. Like, this program is superior and it's free. It's completely free, and you have multiple filters, like filters. You can call it filters. It's like a mixture between scaling methods and filters. In this case, the one I'm using is the most basic one that is called Lanxos. It's the same one that that OBS uses to like downscale, I think, the output if your canvas has a different resolution than your output, right? Is it a FrameShen software? No, not that I know of. What it does is upscaling windows. So if you have a window, a program that runs in a window and has no way to turn it in full screen, like this game, for example, you can basically just do it in a borderless full screen fashion. And you can use multiple filters. Like, for example, there is one scaling method that also adds a CRT TV filter. Oh, finally, holy shit. That took so long. And speaking of 16 pixels, we have 16 pixels false. Damn, that's... Well, at least it's at the... No, actually it's not just at the beginning. You have more here. Damn. I can't believe it. But on top of 2 diagonals, because yeah, at this point I guess you better expect the diagonals. Ooh, that looks... Well, compared to the previous screen, that one was absolutely free. Still fucked up with the 16 pixel shit, but more reasonable. I wonder if I haven't used the debugger or Magpie to do full screen, if I will still be on floor number 85. Seems like I will be there. Probably. Nice, dead. No, the worst part is that everything after that was completely free. My bad, my bad. In any case, Magpie has a lot of tools. Like, if you are a fan of, for example, I'm personally not a fan, but you know those filters that makes pixels smoother? You actually have that. So if you're playing a very old PC game and you want to upscale it, but of course it's gonna look all pixelated, you can also smoother the sprites. I will never use it, but I've seen a lot of people that use stuff like that. Usually they use it in emulators, because in emulators, well, you can upscale anything, like any old school, I mean, any of the old console emulators, you have a way to upscale the output, but the upscaling usually, if I'm not mistaken, uses like a method that obviously makes the pixels look bigger. And that's something that I don't mind, but a lot of other people do mind. They don't want to see big pixels. So this one also offers you like some scaling methods that allow you to, oh nice, good dead, that allow you to smoother the output. Okay. Dying at that diagonal now. At least it's a more reasonable place to die. No, I definitely need to remember the... At any time that I want to play a classic fun game like this one, I need to use... Oh, you really want me to go through a double diamond champ? That's fucked up, you know? I know that we have infinite champs here, but then... At least basically doing like 3 very short champs, yeah, like that. That... Oh! Wait, where are we going? A final zone? Wait, hold up. Are you telling me that this goes straight to floor 100? That will be a little bit disappointing. It might be the case, I don't know. Are you really wasting all of these screens just to go to 100? I mean, it seems like those were 10 screens. So maybe... No, okay, never mind. False alarm. So, well, here you can say goodbye to the infinite champ. Wait, where is... You can also say goodbye to the music, apparently. What happened? Will be very lame if all this... Like, all this zone has no music, right? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I mean, you know that sometimes I'm pretty deaf and I don't really hear music because, you know, I have hearing issues, but there is definitely no music going on here. Like, I'm not deaf, like, there is zero music, right? Should I put music? Well, the problem is that I don't know if it's only for this screen. Maybe it is only for this screen. Hard to tell. Also, this is fucked up. You have 5 16 pixel landings, really? Wow. Well, you could ignore this one. You could theoretically ignore this one as well. So you will need to do here, here, and here. So 3 in a row. That's still a lot, though. That's quite a lot. Quite a lot. It's intended. Yeah, there is no music. No, I know. It's just that... Intended or not, the lack of music is a little bit lame. Do you know if it's only on this floor or if it's in the other ones too? Because if it's in the other floors too, like in 91 and 92, I will put music on my own. Like, I don't want to play without music, you know? Though, pretty... If it is only on this floor, it's just for this one, okay. Well, pretty optimistic of him to think that I will be able to beat this floor fast enough to get music, you know? I mean, those 16 pixel gaps at the bottom are the issue, obviously. Yeah. I mean, the fact that I got to the second one on that previous attempt, like I landed here without any issues, that was pure luck. Like, I don't think I can replicate that. Well, I have to replicate that if I want to beat the game, I guess, but the point is that it won't be that simple. Damn it, dude. I think that, okay, let's do it like this. If I die on the next, like counting from now, if I die 3 more times without beating this floor, I'm gonna put music on my own. So that's one. I actually have the perfect song to put here. Like, it's fitting. Okay, well, there you go. So, if I'm not mistaken, it was Bell, yeah, Bell of Avicii, this one. If it's extended, it will be preferred, because I'm gonna be here for a while. There is one extended one, but it's 10 minutes. Let's see. It's only 10, well, okay, this one is actually half an hour. I like that. There you go. This is from Toho Double Spoiler. On the very final group of events, so it is fitting. It's been a while since I played Double Spoiler, but I don't really have any reason to. I already fully beat it twice. I guess that that's the issue with the Photo Toho games. Once you beat them, there's not much to do. The very final one, spoiler warning. No, in fact, if you want, I'll give you a double spoiler. It's not the final song, because the final song is Yokai Mountain, which is Aya's theme, and it plays when you have to confront Hatate, and later on Aya. You wanted a spoiler? There you have a spoiler. A double one at that. So yeah. Technically the second to last song in the game, but the last original song in the game, because Yokai Mountain is from Toho 10. At the same time, it's like a remix, it's not the exact same song. So theoretically half of it is from Mountain of Fate, but like the other half is also, you know, original, I guess. Well, and in double spoiler, it's also a song that is meant to play for a very long time, because you're gonna be retrying the scenes a lot. So differently from like the regular Toho games, like this one, it is meant to play for like half an hour. Like, it's realistic for it to play that much. Nice. Well, I guess that didn't last too long. Well, it's a shame because I was actually looking forward to listen to it more. But yeah, now we have the music from the game. So this one is a lot more quiet. I guess I can make it... Now the problem is that if I make it louder, it will also make the dead sound louder. Yeah, honestly, Velo Favici was a superior choice here. There's actually a fan game that uses this song. It's called I Wanna Be the Hades. Nice. Wait, were you talking about Velo Favici or were you talking about this one here? Velo Favici, okay, yeah. A lot of people don't give a shit about that clause that Soon said about, you know, don't use assets from official games. It's fine. Oof. No, that wasn't the right choice. The right choice was landing here. Fuck, I'm a moron. I'm a real moron. God damn it. It's fine. The song now does appear in another fan game. I Wanna Break the Series Seed 2. Interesting. Fuck. I guess I could increase the volume for me because I can barely hear the music. The issue is that increasing the volume also makes it so the dead sound is louder. And the dead sound is already very loud, you know? But it's actually a bad idea. You see, I want to hear the music, but the dead sound is so loud that it's gonna make me become even more deaf than I already am. Okay, so we say go here first. You died to that spike, dude, really? Are you a moron? I guess you are. So, these bricks are like a modified sprite from like the original I Wanna Be the Guy bricks. You know that the original I Wanna Be the Guy had a lot of very good sprites. I don't know how many of them were original, because I know that the spikes are most likely taken from Mega Man and whatnot, but like some sprites, if they are original, I gotta say that Kain did a very good job. Even if they are simple, they are very, very nice. Oof, okay. Got it. Kain is the originator of Mike Tyson then. Can't believe Mike Tyson has a father that is younger than him. Actually wild. That's crazy. So you have to do a gate jump into 2 diagonals with a basically a gate hybrid here. Then you fall here. Wait, and is this jump possible? Yeah, I guess it is. Another diagonal. What? And then then you keep going up here. And then you have to go through 2 gates. That's wild. Okay, this checkpoint looks very fucked up. And it's only floor 92. There are still a lot more. Well, I mean, a lot, there's probably like 7 more, but I think that's a lot in itself. Oh, that's okay. That one jump will be a problem. I also wonder, considering that the spikes on the previous floor were bright red, and these ones are like more orange or like brown, like light brown. I wonder if the spikes are gonna be starting to lose their color or something. Especially looking at the rainbow in the back, seems like there will be like some kind of gradient. I don't know if I think the bricks are also lighter, but I might be wrong. Okay, I cannot do that jump. I actually cannot do that jump right now. What do you do here? Like, I'm confused because you jump here and then you go here and here, and then from here you do a single jump here and double jump in. Yeah, that's also a little bit fucked up, if you ask me. Well, we got past the diagonal. Actually, no, that's not the case, because you will have to do this corner jump. So I don't get it. I guess you land here from here. Is that possible? I mean, it has to. I don't think there's any other way to do it. That doesn't look possible though. I mean, I guess if you fully double jump from down there, because jumping straight here is also obviously not possible. Yeah, I guess when you are at the very bottom, it's a full double jump. It's the only way, unless you wanna do the corner jump, of course. I wouldn't do it though. Yeah, that champ looks particularly fucked up. Now I do wonder how much faster my progress would have been if I started using the V patch since the very beginning. Hard to tell now, but I'm curious. That didn't work. This champ is ultra fucked up, like you're completely out of your mind for wanting me to do this. I legitimately cannot see it happening. It's one of those champs that I cannot envision at all. Maybe I'm supposed to do something else. No, there cannot be anything else, it has to be that. What's the point of that spike being there? Come on. What a waste of space. Make it even worse, you put this champ right after a gate champ. If it wasn't cancerous enough already. I mean, that's crazy. Like, this champ is so nasty. Like, such an immoral champ. Like, an actual degenerate champ. I mean, the fact that it involves a gate champ is already something. Less than music for an evil game. Well, they usually do that for the most part. Since needle games are games that you're intended to be stuck with them for a long time, they tend to put calm music. Because otherwise, you will want to murder someone. Well, right now I want to murder someone regardless, but yeah. If it was intense music, they would want to make you murder someone a lot more. But yeah, it's to keep you in check, kinda. I think that it's necessary. Damn, I got it, but that champ is insane. Nice. And yes, it seems that it's gonna be how I said it. The bricks and the spikes are getting slowly through the colors on the rainbow. So we got red, orange, and now yellow. I'm assuming the next one's gonna be green. So we have a diagonal into the shuriken? Yeah, I guess. You land above the corner champ. Well, the corner champ that you could do doesn't seem like it makes that much of a difference there. Even if you're super good at corner champs, it doesn't seem very worth. Wait, actually... Oh, never mind. Okay, hold up, I didn't understand, but... Hold up. So you land here, right? Or maybe that's not... No, that's not even what I'm supposed to do. That's a skip, assuming that's even possible. You're intended most likely to double jump here and land on this one. And then you go here, then here. And once you're here, pretty sure double jump here, then start climbing this. So wait, you are supposed to do a corner jump later, regardless? No. I think maybe doing this F jump, yeah, okay, the corner is not mandatory. I got it. Though I'm very curious too, because this seems like a not so hard skip. I don't know if it's possible though. It looks possible. Basically, once you're out of the diagonal, do the shoot again. Hey, do you know if that's possible, Wasabi? Because it looks possible to me, but maybe I'm delusional. Maybe you're not far enough to actually go all the way through the shoot again. But it feels so close, like it actually feels like you can that you can pull it off. And if you can pull that off, you essentially skip the entirety of the screen. I guess you cannot really do a full jump and expect it to work if you're in a certain height. But I guess that's precisely what doesn't make it possible. The ceiling being so close. If you do a small jump, it's the same story, like... Yeah, maybe it's not possible, actually. Well, that's a shame. Would have been great if it was. Just skip the whole fucking screen. But at the same time, is the screen in itself that hard? Well, unfortunately, shit like that diagonal down there make you wanna skip it. Yeah. The real issue is this first diagonal. At least it's pretty much the first jump in the floor. And then... Ooh, that's an extremely precise jump as well. So once you do that, you go here. Yeah, this F jump is the cancerous one to do. Man, if that shuriken jump was possible, I would do it in a heartbeat, but I really have my doubts it's possible. Also, yeah, I just wanted to check by jumping to the other side like that. Yeah, it's not really possible. I mean, I expected that. You always need to check, because you never know, you know? Oof. Okay. Ah, fuck me, dude. Did everything perfectly except for that jump. Well, obviously, but... that's such a shame because... Well, that jump, I wouldn't say it's easy, but... the previous jumps were harder. Skip doesn't look possible to me. Okay. It might be the case. Might actually not be possible. Thanks. I mean, I wasn't gonna do it because it did seem like it was a waste of time, but yeah, it's just hard to tell, you know? I guess these are the things that you could only check by using one of those. I think that you call it shade tool, right? They want to look for pixel perfect jumps. It's called like that. Well, you could also try to make it on your like on a simple game maker project, I guess, it wouldn't tell you if it's possible. Like you could only try to test it yourself. But if I'm not mistaken, Shade Tool actually tells you if it's possible. Like it doesn't, like you don't just place shit like in Game Maker, right? No, what am I doing? I wasn't the right place to go. There's also a brute forcer you can use for Shade Tool maps. Oh, I see. I like that word. A brute forcer. Very cool word. You can immediately understand what it means, but it's like it's not an actual word. But it sounds cool. Right now, I guess it will be nice to brute force this one. Fuck. I guess that champ is not as easy as I initially might have thought it is. I think it's an actual hard champ. Well, here you don't even need to brute force anything. If you wanted to, you could just use the Yami save editor and just skip the room, right? I wouldn't make you know if a champ is possible or not. I mean, if your idea is getting past that champ without doing it, yeah, we'll just edit your coordinates. It will work just as well. Damn, that champ is so extremely hard. Like here, I mean, I guess this is gonna be the typical no shit comment, but like here he's actually doing like some close to pixel perfect champs. They're obviously not pixel perfect, but like these are extremely precise. Like actually very precise champs. For fuck's sake. Oof, okay. Well, it worked this time, and yes, as expected, the next color is green. Damn. It's hitting pretty hard, you know? At this point, I really wonder if I can beat it today. Though, on the right side, since it's Saturday, I don't have any issues on, you know, staying late. Just that I'd rather not stay late for a needle fan game if possible. Okay, so after you do that champ, are you supposed to, yeah, you are supposed to land here though. So you have to start moving right immediately because you're not making it otherwise. So then you champ up here. Wait, do you want me to land here? I don't, yeah, I guess this champ is not possible, is it? No, I cannot imagine you want me to, no, well, you probably, no, never mind, you want me to champ here, then here. This is an annoying champ, here, and then... Wait, no. What? Hold up. No, landing here? No, that's where you already are at before. Wait, how is that? No, you're intended to go... Wait, okay, no, hold up. I need to actually do this to know more or less where I'm looking at. I think this pathing already made me get lost a couple times. Hold up, let me actually try to do this normally. I was very close. Okay. So from here... No, what you wanna do is you wanna go up here. So this champ looks ultra cancerous. Actually ultra cancerous. But it's the only way, because champing from here, well, it kinda looks doable, but at the same time it probably isn't. It's still better than having it in the backlog for later. Yeah, well, that's for sure. Ooh, nice. First try. But can I first try this one? Yes. Nice. Okay, so we go from lime green to green, I guess. To real green, to true green. Then gate into diagonal. And then 2 diagonals. Oh, you actually are supposed to do it right away. Fuck. No, it's fine. I feel like we can definitely... I mean, it really depends if one of the following floors decides to be ultra fucked up or not. Oof, close. Huh? Oh, to here. And then... I don't think I can do this on a single champ, or can I? Doesn't really look doable on a single champ. Well, you don't need to actually. Yeah, exactly, you need to land there. Unfortunately, that's the typical champ at the end, that it's very precise. I mean, it's not as precise as some of the previous ones, but still quite precise. Because you have to champ as you are falling, but in a very, very specific height. Nice. So on to light blue, and then I'm assuming we go into blue, then into purple, or maybe into cyan, and that's it, right? There are no more colors on the rainbow. Well, theoretically there are infinite colors on the rainbow, but you get what I mean. But it's pretty interesting that I might be wrong, because I mean I'm not an expert at the subject, but I think that nowadays, the way we define colors, it's exclusively through what a computer can identify. Pretty wild. Almost as wild as not knowing what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, hold up, where did I even come from? From here. So I fell here. I mean, you probably want me to go here, right? But... or maybe fall here and double champ, I guess. Yes, but I need to do it better. Yeah, well, at least the good thing is that despite all the diagonals and bullshit like that, he's actually doing creative pathing here again. That's pretty nice. Okay, so... now... is this where I came from? Oh, you want me to fall here? Okay. What it? Him. That's very evil. Okay. No, fuck. You know what? I mean, it's the same case as the previous screen. It's a champ that you have to do as you fall. It's fucked up because everything before that was a lot more challenging. Well, I don't know if a lot more challenging. Mostly that gate champ up here. Okay. Got it, nice. We're on to blue, very deep blue at that. And I wonder if there's gonna be a floor 99, because so far, before every major warp, for whatever reason, the floor before it was... I got the corner champ, though I think I was intended to do the corner champ. That looked pretty cool. So where do I go from here? Well, I'm not gonna do that plain champ down there, but... wow, nice. Blue core. Unfortunately, blue is missing in action. Well, at least he's still in the Discord, but... yeah. We haven't heard of him in a while. I mean, he's still playing Genshin Impact, I'm pretty sure. And to think that I'm the culprit of that, you know? Okay, hold up. This champ doesn't look possible. But what else could I do here? Oh, you want me to, once I get here, to champ here? I mean, I'm assuming, because otherwise this whole area serves no purpose, right? This champ doesn't look possible. I mean, I actually don't know. Like, this champ isn't possible, right? Like, gate into this. It doesn't look possible to me. Well, maybe it is if you champ here, though it looks close to impossible. At the same time, if you were to do that champ, I don't know, actually. I mean, if you were to do that champ, it's not like you can go to many places anyways. I'm thinking that... no, but that champ is also impossible, so maybe you are intended to do that. Just looks particularly fucked up. Okay, it is possible. Just in case you needed an answer, yes. You have a practical demonstration. It is a possible champ. Though it's extremely precise. Because you're supposed to champ like from the side of the top of the gate champ. And I mean, doing the gate champ is already annoying, but yeah, having to specifically champ out of the gate champ on a very specific spot is quite messed up, without a doubt. Anyway, here you're supposed to double jump here, land here. Though this jump here looks impossible. How do you get from this to this? Because it's the only thing you can do there. But that really looks extremely impossible. I mean, maybe it's that typical jump that I say that it looks impossible, and when it comes to doing it, I somehow managed to do it on the first try. No, that's probably wishful thinking. Maybe it's not gonna happen. We will see. Oh, fuck me, dude. You're making everything so precise. Well, already needing to make a corner jump mandatory is very messed up, you know? And right now, since the challenge is so big, I feel like I'm actually needing to... Like, I need to start full focusing now. Like, no talking, no nothing. But yeah, this is starting to remind me of... I wanna best the 100 floors. Like, this particular floor seems to be very unlike any of the previous ones. As you could see that the one with infinite jump that took me so much that ended up making me use the bagger to reduce the input lag. But wait, how is this one possible? Because it's already not possible to, with a simple double jump, get to the other side. So how could you possibly do this? Is this... I don't know. Or maybe from down here, of course. That's how. I was out to say, like, jumping from here was impossible, obviously. Yeah, you weren't supposed to. My bad, my bad. It's as I say, the pathing requires double takes sometimes. Yeah, that's the double take I needed to take there. Oof, close. Nice. So we're on to purple. Wait, what does it say? I wanna be the guy, go. That looks nice. It's the second one where it actually says something, but I still would like to know what the first one said. Like, I don't remember what floor it was, if it was floor 50 something or what. But it said something and I couldn't figure it out, what the message was meant to be. And that's a fucked up jump. At the same time, like, this floor is not that hard. Like, that jump is fucked up, but I think it's the only one. Yeah, that one, the Fapple Fast, like what the fuck does that mean? Like, is that an inside joke or what? See, I don't know what it could possibly mean. I can't believe I died to that. Very, very good show. Fantastic choke even. Well, not to mention that Fapple Fast thingy had like a weird coma or something. I mean, it probably wasn't a coma, but it looked like a coma. Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to tell me. Yeah. That's the second time I died to that. So I guess it wasn't as simple of a champ as I thought. I mean, it still looks like a simple champ, but... I mean... if I die twice to it, is it really that simple? Well, it could still be simple and just be the typical case of a skill issue, you know? So the hardest champ is clearly that one on the Shi. There is no, well, the Shi, I mean the Shi in Go. That Shi, this one. That's the hardest champ in the room. The floor, the room, whatever. You can call this thing a lot of things. Like here you can easily call it, well, floor is what the game calls it. For example, Game Maker calls it room. And in this particular case, since the room also is the same size as the size of the screen, you can call it screen. Alright, so we have a gate into a diamond into, well, the other one is fine. So this one says warn. It's trying to warn me of something. Though I'm not really afraid of the boss, because if the boss is anything like the previous two, like it's not even gonna take more than one attempt. But that's what we don't know. Maybe it's not like the other ones. Yeah, this one at least it's easy to understand. It just says warn. Should I bring back Veil of Avicii here? I don't know how long this diamond is gonna take me to do. Could take me a long time, you know? Not to mention Sid Spike on the other side. Oh, and I didn't realize that there is a 16 pixel gap. Should I bring it? It feels fitting, honestly, to bring it. Damn, that's crazy. Doing a diamond into 16 pixels. That's very evil. I mean, in a game like this, I know that the way that screen shows it is like, yeah, it's supposed to be fucked up. It's not like it's unbalanced, but still pretty fucked up. The same thing is gonna happen as before. Well, I mean, obviously, the whole half an hour is not gonna play, yes, but I mean... Oh. Got it. Yeah, I guess this one wasn't that big of a deal. So we have the rainbow and then a warp. So what's the boss gonna be? Please tell me at least there is a boss. So don't end it like this. Okay, there is a boss. It's a black cherry. Okay, never mind, a rainbow cherry. It seems like it's the same pattern as the... Well, no, it has different patterns. I cornered myself, by the way. It's because I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so green is pretty dangerous, and it's also random. It's not a static sequence, it's RNG whatever color you get. I also like the classic use of the spike bounce that early fan games had. Pretty cool. For the most part, it seems like it's very simple patterns. I also know, I think it has iframes, doesn't it? I fucked up, what a moron. I think it does have iframes, but not that many. So far the only pattern that is an issue is green, and that's because it forces you to move, while the other ones you can stay there and it's gonna be fine. Yeah, green, this one. And not to mention, it forces you to move, but more importantly, you are not intended to deal damage during it. Damn, green again, really? I mean, I guess it's free, because once you know what it does, it's not hard to dodge. But as free as it is, it's also no damage. It's essentially like you're wasting time. Some of the other patterns, I guess, it heavily depends on RNG if you're gonna get cornered by the projectiles or not. Oh, this is the first time that he does this one, right? I think it is. Here, right now, it will be pretty nice to use auto shot. You know, that will be cheating, of course. Yeah, not the best one at spamming, as you can probably already see here. I'm shooting pretty slow compared to how fast I could. I'm pretty sure... Actually, hold up. It does have a lot of iframes, I just realized. I mean, spamming is probably still good, because that way you have the least amount of downtime to damage it, but it actually has a shit ton of iframes. Because I never bothered to stop shooting and then shoot again. Yeah, a lot of iframes. It didn't seem like you make the song long enough for it to last across the fight. Well, I still got your ass. And there it is. Just says thank you. Alright. Well, we beat the game, and on the perfect time to end the stream. It actually took exactly 3 hours. I wonder how much it would have taken if I hadn't used the debugger B patch to reduce the input lag, or the full screen, because I used both things, like the patch to have no input lag, or well, less input lag, and the full screen to be able to properly see the champs from up close. So without that, maybe I wouldn't have beaten it today. Yeah, thankfully I did beat it today. So hey, there you have it. This was a cool game. I mean, I can see that the way it spams diagonals and gates sometimes can be very annoying. But considering that it's a very early fan game, I think that it does a lot of things well, and as I mentioned before, the pathing is also very well done. which seems to be a thing of this creator, that the needle seems to be based a lot on pathing, so that's cool. But yeah, with that has been QoQoQo, or well, QoQoQo. I don't know what the real name of the game is, but the point is that it's done. Well, and that's how it looks. It looks a little bit off center, like the final boss in the save file. It could be a little better center. Well, not to mention data 1, data 2, and data 3 don't even show up on the screen properly. Is that because of the full screen? I wonder. Hold up. No, it's not because of the full screen. It's like that on Windows 2. Well, I guess. Anyways, I'm out of here. But yeah, thanks everyone a lot for watching. I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.